Okay, I got those things done. Now, some stuff I haven't done. I had to free the rune crafter, so I actually ended up getting the quest here of, hey, go get the stuff for the rune crafter in order to make your legendaries. And do the weekly quest so I could be able to get some other stuff running. I actually got the upgrades here. I got the transportation network up and running. I've got the ammo conductor up and running, and I've got the command table running. So yeah, those things are up and ready to go. And now we've got the next step in the campaign here ready to go, which, by the way, I should also note I did the callings, and one of the things I was pleasantly surprised by is that the callings actually help provide you with renown if you're behind. So I actually already have gotten up to renown 2, which means we have at least another step ready to go. Plus, I've got my Kyrian Hearthstone toy now up and running, which looks like this. So yeah. Anyway, Pelagos and Clay are here.
The future of Bastion is in our hands.
I have trained tirelessly for eons to reach this day. Just one more task, one more trial. Then the time for my ascension will finally be here. Really? Good for you, Clea.
We will fix this drought.
I think.
We must.
I am the Archon's will.
Sorry. The forsworn threat is ever looming, and our forces are dwindling. Now, more than ever, we need more Ascended. Our generous Archon has blessed us with a portion of our anima stores to ascend our top aspirants to join our forces. Clea is amongst the chosen, and thus must complete her final trial. As Pelagos is not yet prepared to ascend, I request you be Clea's partner for this process. Me? It is arduous and should not be embarked on alone. She must bear her first soul. Okay, I'll try to help Clea how I can.
The final trial before Ascension is perilous. As Pelagos is not ready, I insist that you join Clea in this final step.
I understand. Clea, I have utmost faith in you. You deserve to ascend more than anybody I know, and I am so proud.
Thank you, Pelagos. Your support means so much. My friend, I will meet you at the Court of Elation.
Okay, I'll meet you there. Which is all the way over there.
Our fates converge.
You know, I'll be honest. After the general story that we go through to get to the point where we select our covenants, the one that I found the least appealing by the end, honestly, was the Kyrians. Because, well, let's just say, during the story in this zone, the Kyrians didn't really appeal to me with their process and what they actually do. You know, let's just say some of us, myself included, are not too fond of the whole forget your past, who you are and what you were, everything that helped make you what you are when it comes to your past. Forget all of that and become basically an entirely new person. You know, that's what they were trying to get Uther to do, was forget everything from your mortal life and just be a new being here. Just forget who you were, everyone you knew, all of that. Not really too fond of that concept. This was even explored, this idea, when in the Necrolord campaign, where we came here with Mograine, and he wanted to know why he was sent to Maldraxxus instead of Bastion. And it was made clear in his little adventure that he went on, which we went with him, of course, that the reason was because his memories of his family weren't a burden. They were his strength. And that's why the Arbiter sent him to Maldraxxus. So, yeah. Not too fond of the whole idea of forget everything about who you were and, you know, those you knew and all that. But I actually have heard from someone that by the end of the campaign, you actually end up liking the Kyrians more than you did before. So, we'll see. I'm hopeful that they're gonna win me over by the end of this. We'll see. I do remember liking Clea.
The Forsworn aim to prevent our ascension. We must find the others.
Though I will say, there was a part of me that actually was like, could I join the Forsworn instead? I know they're working for the Jailer, and that's like the thing why I'm not, but they're okay with the idea of, hey, let's not forget what we were and who we were, you know?
I serve not only Bastion, but all of the Shadowlands.
The Forsworn have taken the court. They are blocking us from our trial. The Forsworn are going to great lengths to prevent us from Ascension. They mobilize to stand in our way, to dismantle our chances to partake in our rituals. They have stolen the resources we need to start our trial. Defeat them and retrieve the incense they carry so that we may continue on this path.
The Forsworn are foolish if they believe they can stop us. I will head to the Overlook.
I'll see you there. These aspirants, we train together, learn together. The Forsworn have swayed them from the path, now leading them to their demise. They betray the path, take out the Ascended that lead these forces against us. That's another thing. The path. As it was also shown, and I even did a video about that animation.
So many Kyrian abandon the path like this. Why would they drag impressionable aspirants with them?
Come, Akilon. Do not dwell on this. Let us help the others.
Yeah, that is an example I'm talking about. Don't think about it. Let's just do it. Don't think about it. There's no need to think for yourself or ask questions. Just follow the path and all will be fine. You know, very cult-like. It was something that many people were immediately going, oh, the Kyrians are, you know, they're a cult. It was even shown in the animation about Devos and Uther. That whole, you're just being delusional. Just return to the path and everything will be fine. You know? You guys know what I'm talking about.
I never got my reasons.
And now you never will. But it's okay, I never got my wings either.
Too far away.
For Devos? Why would you say that? I'd like to be able to go back to my Kyrian superiors and be like, so I heard one of them say for Devos. I go up to where the Archon is and I turn to Devos and be like, would you like to tell us anything?
Too strong.
I'm just saying, this guy basically just gave away Devos' secret. Spoilers. What's funny is I talked about how it's not necessarily that much of a spoiler when they blatantly just give it away when you do the Spires of Ascension dungeon. I'm expecting that's going to be revealed during this campaign, like that moment of when she reveals her betrayal, and we are told to go to the Spires of Ascension dungeon to be able to fight off her trying to take down the Archon and Bastion. I will help you. That's one of the quest NPCs I gotta take down. I love the sound effect on that with Divine Toll. Just burn.
I can't
Like I just rang a big gong. Just boom.
These acolytes sought the truth. Yours stand blinded by the Archon. Prove your loyalty!
That's right, prove your loyalty and die for us.
Loyalty to the Archon merits punishment. They will learn the truth, and then they will fall.
Yeah, I'm very interested in seeing if they're gonna, like, how far they're gonna go with this whole, when you find out the truth about the Archon, then it'll make sense. Like, I really am looking forward to what they are actually building towards here in regards to what the Archon and the other members of the Shadowlands higher-ups did to the jailer. What I wanted to say his real name, but then I couldn't remember what his real name is. Oh, Zaval. I want to know what they did to Zaval.
We make our stand here.
We do? I was like, no, we don't. Over here.
Your head will earn my wings.
Well, looks like you're not getting your wings. There's the other one.
Ascension cannot save you from the Archon's lies.
Again, they are really building this up. I really want to know where exactly they're going with this. Like, what is this big reveal of what the Archon did to Zaval that's going to have this big payoff? Gosh, I love Avenging Wrath. It looks so cool.
See clearly. In the
Wait, look at those wings. I want those permanently as a cosmetic. You know what would be even better is if I could get the wings of the angels from Diablo. Like, let me have Tyrael's wings. Please. Just saying, Blizz. That'd be amazing. Alright, in there.
I have found the scroll of ritual. With these words, we may open the gates.
Well done, my soulbind. We are ever closer to our ascension.
Which, of course, that's all it's about.
Our path is clear.
The sting of aspirants choosing to walk against the Archon's will is a feeling that will never be soothed. Yeah. You see what I mean? Like, that just seems and feels a little extreme. I will say that this is going to be nice little catch-up gear. It's going to let me get a little geared a little faster.
The drought holds strong. We must find a solution.
Alright, hold on, Clea. Huh. Got a few different variations of this here. Which are all part of this set. Okay.
Allow me to show you the way.
Infusing this incense with our own anima shall lead us on our individual journeys.
Keep a calm mind.
Palessa found a scroll detailing the ritual. We'll need to take our positions and speak a chant, surrendering some of our anima with every word. Your presence is vital. I ask you to use the censers to burn the incense as we meditate. The rest should unfold on its own. The rite of guidance.
Come, everyone. It is time. Our trial is at hand.
Your trial, Clea. We're just here to help. Huh. Is that war captain supposed to be there? Oh, there's a bunch of them. Okay. I guess there was a battle here.
You are a sign of the winds of change.
Are you prepared to assist in the rite? I'm ready.
Whatever the challenge, we shall... And so we begin.
Okay, I gotta go around and light these.
We live in service, not only to our own, but to the many souls of the universe who seek our aid.
So the censer of service, faith, spirit, and discipline. That was service. This is the censer of spirit.
We stand strong, whatever we may face. No obstacle or tragedy may sway our fortitude.
This is faith.
We maintain confidence in the order of the Shadowlands and our role within it. Doubt has no place in a Kyrian heart.
And this is discipline.
We hold firm in our ways, ever learning and improving ourselves in our vocations.
The gateway's open! Though we may step through the same ones, each pair shall reach a different world!
Really?
How may I serve you?
She holds her eyes closed, taking a moment for herself. Take a deep breath, Clea. This is the start of a new eternity. She looks up at you, a shine in her eyes. Are you prepared to face whatever is on the other side of that gateway? Clea, let me tell you about a place I went to called Argus. After that... Oh, and there was this other place I went to called Nyalotha. Yeah, I doubt anything on the other side of that portal is actually going to, make me go, oh my gosh. I'm ready. Let's go.
I will ascend.
Good luck, everybody. May our paths converge in triumph soon.
Let us go, my friend. It is finally time to cross the veil.
I guess it doesn't matter which one we take. Veil walking.
Welcome, Clea, to Azeroth. For your final trial, you shall bear a soul from a town known as Lakeshire, amidst the Red Ridge Mountains.
We're going to Lakeshire?
My friend, this is where you hail from? I am even more pleased to have you by my side.
Oh, this is nice. We actually get to take her on a little tour of where we're from. Let her know about some of the places we've been to and some of the trials that we've gone through. Ah, Red Ridge. I remember Red Ridge very fondly. I really liked the questing here in Red Ridge. What's funny is we are here as a Horde character when the questing here is really done as Alliance. But hey, look, it's right here. Huh, Ben Howell. But yeah, here's the town right over here. A lot of the questing was done over here. You go over this way in order to go up to the canyons where the questing for some of the orcs that were over here. And then, of course, this whole section over here, this was incredibly entertaining with the little band of guys that we got to quest with. I still remember the quest right over here. We get in the big tank, and we're just like, running them all down. It was amazing. I loved the questing in this area.
You have faced... Welcome, Clea, to Azeroth. For your final trial, you shall bear a soul from a town known as Lakeshire amidst...
I see you are a being of this world. Clea should be honored to have you at her side.
My friend, this is where you hail from? I am even more pleased to have you by my side.
A bearer's duty is to carry souls through the Vale to Oribos, where they shall be judged and passed along to one of the realms of the Shadowlands by the Arbiter. This soul, Ben Howell, is ready to move on. During this trial, you will experience his final moments before his death. When you're prepared, you shall see how this soul passed. Hold on.
Fly free of your
You
burdens.
don't understand.
Please, I'm not ready. I can show you.
I'm not ready.
I welcome you. Go in
Please,
service.
I must protect my family. You cannot take me from them.
Do not weep, Ben Howell. It is your time.
We are here to aid you. Let us see your final moments.
What is going on?
Let me see your final moments, Ben.
You have to send me back. The graveyard? Why am I...
Oh.
No matter. I should get home to see if my wife needs anything.
Incredible. But nothing seems amiss. Are we truly witnessing his final moments?
In time you shall see. These moments of peace are vital to understand this soul.
Okay, so I get to use a shovel. I also have my trusty shotgun. Bonk. Alright, let's head on home to our lovely wife, Sarah Howell. Sarah!
Hey, Vernon. Boat spring a leak again?
A bit worse than that, Ben. A rock tore a hole straight through the wood.
I'll bring down some planks for you later, free of charge.
I recognize some of these names. I remember these two kids running around. Those two standing over there at the pier. Here's the town hall house. Like, hold on.
What can I do for you?
We'll do whatever it takes to save your kingdom.
Be careful.
Hi, Mr. Howell. Here's the inn. Hey, Penny. I like how all the kids are saying, "Hi, Mr. Howell." Just checking if there's any extra little lines of dialogue. No? But yeah, I recognize these NPCs. Before the big changes that came into Shadowlands, where you had to level through the regular zones before going through each expansion, some of the lower level Alliance characters I would go through Red Ridge here instead of Westfall. Not necessarily because I didn't like Westfall, but I just remember just really liking Red Ridge so much that I want to just go back to Red Ridge. Ah, there you are, Ben. My sister's been looking for you. got his little boy, Brandon. Aw, she's got a little baby in her arms.
How is your day going?
Oh, there you are, love. I've been looking for you. I could use a little help around the house today. The baby won't stop crying, but I'm not quite sure what's wrong. I'm making a stew for dinner tonight, but it seems we're missing rabbit meat. Would you be able to go out back and collect some for me? Oh, and do be careful. I heard howling earlier. The wolves aren't normally out during the day. Alma, okay. I couldn't tell if that was an I or an L. Alma came by earlier and gave Millie some flower seeds to plant out in the garden. I love that our daughter is taking an interest in gardening, but I don't have time to wash her dress when she gets it covered in mud again. Would you help her with the digging so that she doesn't get too dirty?
Once you're done, hurry back. I have a lumber delivery for the magistrate.
Happily, my love.
Wait a minute. That's their son. Where's their daughter? They're not talking about the baby, right? I assume they have another child, a little girl. Hold on. Is she in here? Don't see her. Oh gosh, are we about to encounter something horrible? Or is she just right out here? Yay! Oh no, there she is. Oh no, that's Millie.
Hi, Daddy. Are you here to help me in the garden?
I am. It will just take a moment.
Okay. That's cute. She said, Daddy. Right? You're the best daddy ever. Here, I made you some lemonade. I only have enough for one glass. Don't drink it too fast.
I drank some of the lemonade. There's only a little left. Only drink it if you're really thirsty, okay?
I'll save it for when I most need it.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you too.
Oh. Alright, I used it up. Sorry. Oh my goodness, there is a rabid wolf right over there. So yeah, better be careful. By the way, the rabbits are levels... I thought they were level 60. Never mind, they're level 1. I saw something here for a moment that looked like level 60. But I just found it funny that the wolf is level 30. I'm gonna try and avoid that wolf over there. Madison? Oh, it's probably Millie, one of Millie's friends. Darling, I brought the rabbit meat.
I was looking for you.
Shh, Gwendolyn. It's okay, baby girl. This should be plenty. Thank you, love. Magistrate Solomon requested a bundle of wood for his hearth. However, he's been too busy to come by and retrieve it. If you wouldn't mind running it down to him at the town hall, I'm sure he'd appreciate it.
Thank you, dear. Supper should be ready once you're done. Don't dally.
I'll be back before you can say rabbit in a hutch.
What horrible accident is this man is about... yeah. Let me say that again. What horrible accident is this poor man about to...
By not only his family, but by his whole town. Such a simple life. What happened to bring him to us?
What happened indeed. Probably a tragic accident. Have you noticed anything weird today? My skin is crawling, I just don't know why. Now that you mention it, I feel quite on edge. No, surely it's nothing.
Ah, Ben. We were just discussing reforming the town militia. Would you be interested in heading it up again?
Sorry, Solomon. No can do. It's just a simple life of farming and logging for me nowadays.
light be with you.
The folks are on edge, Ben. It's my job to keep them safe. Keep them at ease. Thanks for delivering the lumber. I was going to go pick it up myself, but the townsfolk have been crying wolf all day.
Go with honor, friend.
Yeah, I saw it.
Magistrate, the Scourge are attacking.
The Scourge?
Oh, that's right.
Bailiff, sound the bells.
Yeah, that's right. We we didn't exactly fix that when we left for the Shadowlands. We kind of still left the Scourge running rampant here on Azeroth. So that's a good reminder that while we're doing all this stuff in the Shadowlands with Castle Nathria and all that, the Scourge are still running rampant throughout Azeroth. And this is a nice, low, down-to-earth, from the very low perspective of just the common folk, perspective of the horrifying nature of the Scourge. I imagine we're about to see something pretty horrible here, because it's the Scourge. There's no time to evacuate. Not if the Scourge are here. Board the windows. Get everybody inside. Our only hope is to hide.
The town hall is our best hope for survival. I'll start making preparations.
He's got to get home. Get to his family.
I supply only the finest goods.
We are not doomed.
Well met. Be careful.
Hold on. Before I continue this, I want to go see. Can I, like, go and do anything about this over here? That's boarded up. Okay, so it looks like they boarded themselves inside. That's pretty horrible if he can't be able to, Hold on, we gotta get the stable master.
Hello. Safe travels.
We'll be safe. Is there any so? What about my kitty? Yes, board up the windows. Yeah, that's really gonna stop the Scourge. I'm sorry, but this just seems like a very hopeless, futile attempt. Kids, get inside. Karen, get to safety.
Have a good one.
Oh, now we go warn our family. I would have gone to warn my family first if I was him. Why are the doors closed and you're outside? I like that. She's got the baby in one arm, but she's got her fist ready to fight with the other.
Good morning, love.
What's going on? What are the bells for? Get the children inside, now.
I love you. Stay safe, my love. Children, inside.
My family. I will protect you.
Oh gosh, ghouls. Am I about to have a last stand here? Oh my gosh, I am. I'll take down as many of them with me if I have to. Nah, he had no chance. Look at this. It's the Scourge. Valiant effort, but... yeah.
My family, left defenseless.
Your time on Azeroth has come to an end. Fear not, as you shall live anew in your death.
Ben, I will protect your soul and escort you to a new world. The pain will pass.
This right here is what I'm talking about with the Kyrian. I don't like this. We're telling this man that we're going to wipe his memory of his family, who he just died protecting, and he'll never know about them as he passes on. And we're just like, yeah, whatever. I want to beeline over to that house and see if his family is okay right now.
Please, it is not my time.
Is that something I can actually do? I don't think I'm going to see anything. Am I going to see Scourge running over this place? No, the NPCs are out. Like, it's any other day. Wow.
What is on your mind?
This poor soul. An honest man to die so gruesomely. But heroically. I mean, he died protecting his family. Though sadly, because we know how incredibly dominant and powerful the Scourge are, I have a horrible feeling the Scourge were able to just overrun this town and break into all the buildings, and I wouldn't be surprised if this entire town is dead now, not just him. This is horrible.
Deep breaths.
And they just think, it's fine, who cares?
Peace be upon you.
This soul is no longer tethered to his world of Azeroth. Clea must perform her duty and bear him to Oribos to be judged by the Arbiter. Take this Vesper. When you are ready, it will call Ascended to ferry you back across the Veil to Oribos. Go in service. This is why what I'm talking about when it feels like the Kyrian are just not appealing to be a part of. This doesn't feel good. This feels horrible.
As it must, the Horn of Baleflight will call Ascended to carry you to Oribos. There, your charge shall receive his judgment.
Ben, this is just the beginning. I cannot wait to see to which realm you are sent. You will be rewarded for your selflessness and bravery.
Okay, so we're not taking him to Bastion right away. We're actually going to see where he's going to get sent. I don't know. If I was him, I think this guy may have earned a place in Maldraxxus, like Mograine did. Because his family are not going to be a burden to him. They're going to be a strength. I mean, he left a wife and 3 children there. How can that not be a strength for this man who died protecting them?
You are a sign of the winds of change.
You don't understand.
Oribos. It has been eons since I have stepped foot here. Now Ben will be presented to the Arbiter, who will judge his soul and send him to his earned afterlife.
Clea, the Arbiter is a little out of commission right now. So she can't really do that.
Where are the souls? They should be streaming out of Oribos to their new realms.
Does she not know? Did the Archon not inform them? By the way, the Arbiter is not,
Where are they? They are all going to the Maw! Ben!
Yeah, we just sent Ben to the Maw. Great job! I feel so good about this right now.
Allow me to show you the way.
I knew that souls were not coming to Bastion, but to see them all being sent to the Maw. You okay?
Archon's wisdom prevails.
The anima drought has afflicted more than just Bastion, aspirant. As the jailer's power grows, all the Shadowlands suffers. A great darkness fell upon our blessed Arbiter, plunging her into an unending slumber. Since that day, no soul has been judged. Instead, all are lost to the horrors of the Maw.
I see.
Hear the words of the Arbiter.
What is
All
on your mind?
will be judged fairly.
I need some time to process this. I mean, we did just send that man to the Maw. This drought is so much larger than I imagined. Yeah, you can thank Denathrius for that. Why did nobody tell us? Well, why don't we head on back and go ask your Archon about that? The burden of this knowledge weighs heavy. Do we bear souls to their eternal torture? We must return home.
My friend, I need to reflect on this. I will meet you back at the hold.
I'll meet you there, Clea. Huh. Oh. The Paragons are here, and so is the Archon herself.
You wish to be of service?
I'm glad that Clea has returned successfully to us. Though she questions, she is resolute in her duties. If only I could say the same for all of the aspirants. Yeah, well, after what we just did and learned, can you blame them? I'm sorry, this really upsets me. This really bothers me. That they are just seemingly okay with this. And just taking it in stride, and their response is, oh, we'll just return to the path. It's no wonder that Devos turns on all this. Trying to really just kind of, really get through to them about how things need to change here with the Kyrians. Including with the Archon. She's just as much of a problem here as everything else here. With success over their trials, our aspirants shall now start the next chapter of their afterlives. They have proven themselves through eons of training and cleansing, and will now earn ascendance. As each aspirant is called, I ask you and Pelagos to please assist by ushering them up. It is a tradition that we have practiced for eons, reinforcing the bonds that we share. I will get my leggings.
Find your purity.
Aspirant Clora, step forward.
Hey, Pelagos.
I am here for you.
You're back. It's been so long since we've had an Ascension ceremony. I think this is just what we need to boost everyone's morale, with the Forsworn and all. I'm so proud of Clea. I hope to be as strong as she is one day.
Happy to help. We are to take part in the ceremony? What an honor.
Huh.
You stand before the Ascended.
Oh.
We shine in her glory.
I'll turn that in later. So there's Clea.
The drought holds strong. We must find a solution.
I'm honored to have you both close by for this. Finally.
Our purpose is to serve.
My axes are yours.
Your time has come, Clora.
Stand tall.
Aspirant Clora, you are a fierce warrior and a humble instructor to those who look to you for guidance. Now, you join the ranks of the Ascended as a disciple of courage. Aspirant Sophony, step forward.
So she gets some armor, and of course her wings. That is a pretty cool look for her.
You have need of my hands?
Your time has come. Sophone? Sorry. I'll let the Archon do it.
Should you need it. Aspirant Sophony.
Sophony. Excuse me.
Far beyond expectation. You have proven your dedication to our ways by...
I believe these were characters we met and interacted with during the story. In this zone, I mean.
Now you join the ranks of the Ascended as a collector. Aspirant Clea, step forward.
It's Clea's turn. But I recall, actually, I believe this was the Forge Light we actually met and who helped us out when we were questing in this zone. And I believe Clora was as well. So we're basically seeing some Kyrians that we met and interacted with who helped us now get ascended, including Clea.
The future of Bastion is in our hands.
Your time has come, Clea.
Deep breaths.
Not only are you a mentor to those around you, but also a stalwart defender of Bastion. Now, you join the ranks of the Ascended.
Look out!
No more of your rituals, Archon. No more lies. Rise, my forsworn.
Devos, you lead this rebellion?
The Archon's blind edicts place us all in peril. We will forge a new path for Bastion. The spires of Ascension will belong to the forsworn.
There's Uther.
Repel this assault! Paragons, with me! Devos must be stopped!
The Archon has spoken! Defend the hold!
Clay, are you okay?
You shall go no further.
So, yeah, there's the pieces that we were missing when we went to do the Spires of Ascension on my Death Knight. I was like, what happened? This happened. Devos revealed her treachery. Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal!
I serve not only Bastion, but all of the Shadowlands.
So yeah, Clea looks awesome with her golden armor and her wings. The Forsworn now? This is an all-out attack. Loyalty's betrayal shall not go unnoticed. But while the Paragons defend the city proper, it is up to us to defend Elysian Hold. I'm very wounded, but I'll hold strong. Pelagos and I will protect the survivors. You must aid in pushing back this assault.
Archon's
Clea,
wisdom
you are
prevails.
too wounded to fight. Allow me to heal your wounds.
Pelagos, Yes, of course.
Get healed up. Oh, hold on. I gotta get out of combat before I put my new pants on. Okay. Boom. There we go. Don't kill them before I can get there and tag them.
I need to get closer. I need to target something first. It's too far away. I need a target. I'm out of range. It's too far away. I need a target. I'm out of range.
Another fellow paladin to aid me!
A target.
90%.
I need to target something.
Go check the wards. And summon the Ascended! Look at how many of them are here.
I'm out of range.
Oh boy. Do the old bubble and heal. Don't act like you've never done that before as a paladin. And then of course there's the infamous bubble and hearth. I'm fully aware of the history of that. They even made a whole separate talent for that for Yarel in Heroes of the Storm for that, as kind of a little nod. Now I'm going to... Whee! The Bell of Recall. I recall everyone back!
Soulbine's chamber! You must confront him!
Let me guess. It's Uther. We're gonna have to fight Uther. This is just one of the first chapters of this campaign. Holy mackerel. Out of my way.
Come, mortal. We shall settle this between ourselves.
Oh, Uther. I don't want to fight you. I mean, come on, Uther, it's me. You helped me get, find Tyrian and get the Ashbringer. Back in Legion. Oh, wait, no, that wasn't you. That was the other half of your soul. That's still on Azeroth. Oh, Uther.
Your Archon has lied to you, failed you. Devils blazes a new path to justice.
Justice or vengeance?
We will see her glorious vision made real. Kyrian, all Kyrian, free from the shackles of Stor's ritual.
The Archon denied me my final justice. Devils, ensure that monster suffers where he belongs.
Oh, Uther. If only you knew the truth about Arthas.
Enough! Elysian hold does not matter. With the crest of Ascension broken, your forces will dwindle. The spires of Ascension will soon belong to the Forsworn. Devils shall save the Shadowlands from the drought and lead us into a new era.
The Forsworn are retreating, at least from the hold. Return to us. We must regroup.
I'll be very surprised if I actually do not get a quest here that says, go do the Spires of Ascension dungeon. Since that really should follow this. You okay, Clea?
How may I serve you?
So the tides of battle turn. Elysian hold may be safe, but the spires still need our aid. My friend, I have thought of you as an ally for some time now. The thrill that I felt when you decided to join us in Bastion, I knew that you would be a boon unto our ranks. Our bond has been forged by the trials that we face. Without you, I could have fallen to my newfound knowledge as Kyrian did. I wish to cement our bond. I would be honored to soulbind with you.
Our purpose is to serve. Come, let us retreat to the Soulbind chamber.
Okay.
I must admit, when you first arrived in Bastion, I saw you not as a person, but an answer to my woes. You quickly proved to be much more than that. A strong ally, a shoulder to lean on, a friend.
When you returned to Bastion,
The
we were
Archon
elated by the
denied me
news.
my final
You have
justice.
come to be a friend we both
Devils,
rely on.
ensure that monster suffers where he belongs.
In the end, you even helped me achieve my dreams. Become ascended. I am honored to soulbind with you.
Sorry, apparently someone else is fighting Uther now, so... kind of ruins the moment.
Bastion is in our hands. Whatever the challenge, we shall rise to it.
So now we have soulbound with both Pelagos and Clea.
Allow me to show you the way.
You, me, and our dear Pelagos. I challenge anybody to name a better team. Our task is not complete yet. We may have pushed back the Forsworn here in Elysian Hold, but it was only a distraction to split our forces. The Archon and the Paragons fight to retake the spires themselves. We cannot hesitate to aid them in this time of need. Kill Devos in the Spires of Ascension dungeon. And we're gonna get like 750 anima just for doing this. And renown. But yeah, I knew this was coming.
I must stay and heal my wounds. You must help protect the spires in my place.
I love that doing the dungeon is actually a part of the campaign, and it makes total sense. Of course it is.
What do you seek? A worthy exchange.
Fortunately, I've also been able to reach a item level that allows me to do that, because you couldn't be able to queue up for the other side, Sanguine Depths, Spires, or Theater of Pain until you got to item level 144. Up to 147, so I can actually queue for this. I can't do heroics yet until I get to 155. So, but we'll be doing the Spires of Ascension dungeon. I know I've already showed it on camera, but it actually makes sense to go ahead and do it here, since it's literally a part of the campaign. And we will go ahead and do that when we return. Stay tuned.